Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. I'm Martyn Warwick. We're here in the Georgian city of Bath in Somerset, and it's a lovely place too. We're in the Intel offices, and I'm talking with John Jadison, who is Technical Director of Infrastructure Sales EMEA at Intel. John, welcome. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
MEC, mobile edge computing, is a brand new market, very different to anything that's gone before. Intel has been intimately involved in it from the start. How do you come up with a vision, and how do you share that vision?
I think this started several years ago, and it happened in conversations with multiple participants selling or participating in the telecom industry, trying to solve a genuine problem that was on the rise, on the horizon. How to deal with increased network traffic, the increased complexity of more and more applications that end users wanted to see deployed and that operators wanted to see deployed to orchestrate and be able to manage their networks. We saw a lot of resemblance to problems that we were solving for the data center industry 10 years ago. And we immediately said, hey, we have a role to play here. We can bring some knowledge, some capabilities, technologies from the data center side into the telecom edge conversation. And it was kind of that embryonic vision that stimulated conversations that has led us down to our participation in MEC. To me, the crucial pieces of driving a industry initiative focused on standardization is that you need to gather around the table with a shared view on how to approach a new opportunity or solve a common problem, and that's exactly what the MEC members have done. And we can talk about our view, what we bring into that. We believe not only you need that shared vision, but then you need to have a unique capability injected. And what we are bringing to the table is a proven and predictable technology roadmap. Everything needs to be based on something that people have learned to trust and work with over the last 40 years or so. That's the Intel architecture roadmap. That is a fundamental piece of a data center architecture of today, and hence has a very natural fit when we move the data center to the edge of the telecom network. So we are a trusted collaborator in this space. The next piece that is vital to drive momentum and speed is open standards when it comes to operating systems and ISV APIs. And this is really where Linux is a fundamental building block, as well as driving that open API standard that MEC is about. This is a playbook that we have seen in many markets being needed to accelerate adoption and accelerate momentum.
Okay, thank you. Now, you're a vendor, hardware vendor. You're working with other hardware vendors in this initiative, and your immediate customers, of course, are the service providers, the operators, and so on. And we know what they will be getting out of this, because it will be new revenue opportunities for them. It makes the network faster. It allows them to do more things with the resources that they have, etc. But it has a cost to it, and they have to pay for that, and they want a return on investment. And the return on investment, of course, comes from the end user, whether that's the enterprise, big business, SMEs, or whether it's the consumer. Let's talk about them for a moment, John. What are they going to get out of it?
I think two things. The end users have to be separate. They're not one homogeneous group.
Indeed.
You have enterprise customers, you have consumer customers, and then even within those brackets you have subgroups. I think the common theme here is that both enterprise and regular consumers demand much more applications and speedy delivery of new applications and services. There's a lot of innovation going on, and there's no single vendor that has the capability to deliver all of those services alone today. So open standards will drive application innovation, speed of delivery, secure delivery, rapid delivery, so forth, to enterprise and end customers. We can talk about use cases, and my dream is that as a consumer I can do a couple of things. Number one is getting that high definition video download when and where I want it instantly, no delay. I think this sort of server-based architecture capability can solve that problem. I believe strongly that offloading the network backend by having predictable placement of content will drive a fantastic end user experience. I can also foresee, location-based services using this technology. We are going to have 50 billion connected devices in 2020, give or take 10 billion, right? Nonetheless, this needs orchestration, management, and device location awareness. And putting more and more compute power closer to these devices, you will be able to develop intelligent services on top of this data explosion that's out there. And this is where I believe that a vibrant ecosystem will be able to develop on top of MEC standards and drive all of this data into very, very useful information that both service providers will be able to drive new revenue streams out of. You and I will benefit as end users, whether we are enterprises or regular consumers.
Okay. Interesting stuff. John Jadison, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.